This drug, which we are going to see today, is one of the drug which is not so much commonly indicated, but it is given mostly in the end stage of disease. Person is suffered for months together, years together, and finally come to this stage. A person who has got venous dispositions, full of veins are dilated, people who have got enlarged glands, person is so weak and prostrated, especially females who are, especially during the time of menses, they can't speak, they can't even stand, so weak and debilitated individuals, and people who have got initial ulcers which is remain stagnant with offensive discharges and finally progress towards the malignancies. So drug is Carbo animalis. It's a medicine prepared from the animal charcoal. We have got 3 charcoal remedies. One is vegetable charcoal, that is Carboveg. Then you got animal charcoal, that is Carbo animalis. Then you got mineral charcoal, that is Graphites. All these drugs are classified under the group of carbons, who are generally very slow, indolent and sluggish. But important of Carbo animalis is usually a deep-seated pathology, more deep-acting remedy, more long-acting remedy. People who are so much weak, people who are offensive discharges, is full of destructions towards the Carbo animalis is a drug belongs to the group of carbons. We have Carboveg, we have Carbo animalis, we have got Graphites, we have got Creosotum. All these are classified under carbon. Even petroleum also is classified under the variety of one of the sub-variety of carbon group. So common name is animal charcoal. So parts used to prepare the medicine is mainly made from the charred ox hide. This animal charcoal contains calcareophos, and calcareophos is a complementary remedy to Carbo animalis. It has been proved by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann in the year 1827. Now we'll see how the medicine Carbo animalis is been prepared. In order to prepare a animal charcoal, a thick piece of ox leather is been placed among the red hot coals, and it has been allowed to burn until the last flame has completely expired, and then the red hot piece of leather is been quickly placed between the 2 stone plates so as to extinguish it immediately. Then you get a ash. From that the medicine has been prepared by trituration. What are the uses of animal charcoal? Animal charcoal has been mainly used to remove fluoride and other metal ions which is present in the drinking water. So it has been mainly used for water purification, making it is useful for the drinking purpose. That is one use of Carbo animalis. It has been also used in sugar refining as a decolorizing. You can see an image how the sugar has been obtained by using a charcoal. Various colors has been finally decolorized and made to a white powder, that's a sugar. Carbo animalis has been also used as a black pigment for artists, for painting purpose, for print making, for calligraphic and drawing inks, as well as other artistic applications. Carbo animalis has been used. It has been also used to refine the crude oil and to get a petroleum jelly. Animal charcoal has been used. These are the few uses of animal charcoal other than homeopathic point. Carbo animalis is a drug mainly has got action on the veins. It has got action on the glands. We have got veins action remedies like Carboveg, Lachesis, Vipera. Glandular remedies like iodum, Phytolacca, conium, belladonna. It has got action on the circulations like phosphorus. It has got action on the nutrition systems like abrotanum, etusa, natrumure, sanicula. It has got action on the female reproductive organs. It has got action on the skin. It has got special affinity towards the ankle joints, and it has got action also on the lungs. Pathophysiological action of carboanimalis. We know that carboanimalis is a drug belongs to the group of carbons. So generally carbons have the tendency to action on the veins, it has got action on the glands, it has got action on the skin, and it has got action on the female reproductive organ. Similarly in carboanimalis, in all these areas, you can describe with one word, there is entire pathophysiology is very slow. There is a sluggish state. There is no rapid changes, but everything is slowed down. Even the inflammatory process is so passive one. Normally, whenever there is some inflammation, after some time it must heal, like belladonna, but it remains like that. It is progressing in a slow state, and there is a no tendency to repair. There comes carboanimalis. For example, there is a lump in the mammary gland, a purple lump the size of a hen's egg will form in the mammary gland. It does not go on to a suppuration as you would expect it as a process of inflammatory, but instead of that it just stay there. It does not enlarge much, but it is hard, and finally it has a tendency to progress to malignancy. Carboanimalis, it produces ulceration of the tissues in various parts, especially ulceration of the glands after a while, but not in the early phases. And this ulcer comes to a standstill. The ulcers are indolent ulcers, the ulcers are sluggish ulcers, and finally they turn to malignant one. This is how the pathophysiological action of carboanimalis. Carboanimalis is a drug mainly adapted to the complaints of old age. People who get complaints like weakness at the old age, joint pain at the old age, breathing difficulty in the old age. So like we have got other drugs like coca, we have got other drugs like Baraitacab, we have got other remedies like lycopodiums, complaints at old age. People who are greatly debilitated, especially when there is a venous plethora, blueness of the skin, especially people in the old age getting varicose veins, people who are getting sluggishness of the venous functions, adapted to the scrofulous and venous constitution after an debilitating disease with very feeble circulation, very low vitality, and almost all the glands are enlarged and it is indurated, the veins are distended, and finally tendency for ulceration and going for gangrene and finally ending up in malignancy. For such individuals, carboanimalis is adapted. Carboanimalis is one of the deep acting and long acting remedy suitable to the complaints that comes insidiously like bryonia, not like belladonna comes suddenly, very insidiously, that develops very slowly like puja, and that becomes very chronic and often has a tendency towards the malignancy. This is a typical feature of carboanimalis. The everything's very slow, as a person also very slow, the disease developing also very slow, everything is stagnant and finally ending up in malignancy. That is a typical uh, progress of a carboanimalis individual. We'll see some of the key indication of carboanimalis that will make us to differentiate this drug from the other drugs, which comes very closely. The first indication of carboanimalis is in the complaints of headache. It has been very typically a key indication. Headache, as if a tornado is in the head, as if head had been blown to pieces, as to sit up at night and hold it together. The person feels that something is there, something is rotating inside the head, and head is going to blow out, as if a tornado is there in the head and it is going to blow into pieces, and person has to get up and hold the head together. We have remedy Syphilinum. That is the first indication in the management of headache. Second indication, as we already said, this is a remedy, is a glandular remedy. The glands are indurated, swollen and painful, especially of the glands of the neck or axillary glands or groin glands or mammary glands, with severe lancinating type of pain, cutting type of pain and burning type of pain, like conium and Merck So glands are indurated. Every time glands are indurated, which has the tendency for malignancy. We have to differentiate phytolacca, we have to differentiate conium, you have to differentiate it Asteria rubens. These are the few drugs in relation to the glandular involvement. The third indication of carbo animalis in relation to the joints and ligaments. The person has a tendency for easily spraining from lifting, even a small weight or overlifting easily produces great debility and ankle turn away while walking. Person is walking and his ankle is so weak, very often the ankle turns. Joints are weak, easily sprained, and it is a tendency for dislocations. We have many drugs, weakness and tendency for dislocations. Calcarea carb, causticum, colocynth, lycopodium, pulsatilla, rustox, sulfur, thuja. Even a small exertions leading to sprain and strain. One more drug, ledum. It is a most neglected remedy in the management of joint complaint, because very often the person who says, doctor, I had a leg sprain, so I twisted my leg, our mind always go towards the rustox, our mind always goes towards the ruta, our mind will start thinking about arnica, but very rarely we think about carbo animalis. You can think carbo animalis in old individuals, people who get very often sprain and dislocations. Carbo animalis is one of the a great remedy with varicosity, with glandular enlargement. These are the other points help us to differentiate. The fourth indication, the healing process is very slow. Normally what happens when there is a healing, suppose you got injury, so it will start show signs of inflammation, then it should heal within 3-4 days, within a week. But in carbo animalis, anything which has a tendency for suppuration and changes into very offensive discharges and finally leading to malignancy. Instead of healing, it will progress the small wound, which will progress to ulcer, which is leading to offensive discharge, which will remain for months together and finally end up in malignancy. That is the indication of carbo animalis. This is indicated extreme weakness. We have got weakness, many drugs, arsenic, carbovage, but here the weakness is so qualified, especially after the appearance of menses, that she is so weak that she can hardly speak, she can hardly stand. We have other drugs, weakness during the time of menses is a cocculus, alumina, stannum, and menstrual flow only in the morning time, like borax and sepia. So weakness during the time of menses, she is so weak she can hardly stand, she can hardly speak. Cocculus is a key remedy and carbo animalis is also one of the important remedy. The next key indication, the stitching pain remains in the chest after recovery from pleurisy. Person might have had pleurisy, you have tried giving bryonia, you have tried giving aconite, or you have given pulsatilla, but after that pain persists, stitching pain persists after recovering from pleurisy. We have got other drugs, ranunculus bulbosa, borax and kalicarb. The seventh key indication is about the discharges. This is common to all the carbons. Carbons has got highly offensive discharge. In carbo animalis also, highly offensive discharges, maybe a menses which is offensive, leukorrhea which is offensive, a lochia which is offensive, diarrhea all offensive, and it is exhausting. Like arsenic alb, we have got sorinum, creosotum, sickle all these drugs has got highly offensive discharges. Next key indication, the 8th point, person getting confused. While hearing, he get confused. He cannot tell from which direction the sound comes. He doesn't know from the person is speaking in the left side or right side. He is getting a confusion. He is unable to differentiate from where the sound has come. The 9th point, which is something very strange and something uncommon, something very peculiar, they get aggravation after shaving. Maybe they get eruptions, they may get headache, especially after shaving. We have another drug, amelioration by shaving, that is bromium. 10th indication, it is indicated for nodosities of the breast, maybe of benign or maybe of malignant, which is very hard, painful nodes in the breast with severe darting type of pain. We have to differentiate Asteria rubens, bryonia, belladonna, calcareum, causticum, chamomilla, conium, graphitis, iodum, mercurius, phytolacca, silicea, sulfur, thuja, and ustilago. Here the pain mainly at the right side of the breast, which is very hard and painful, and which finally has a tendency for malignancy. That will help us to differentiate between conium and phytolacca. Next point is exhausting night sweat. You need to differentiate tuberculosis, and some remedies can be ars iode, tubayanum. The sweat is highly offensive, profuse, and sometimes it is yellow staining, like mercurius, silicea, lachesis, and graphitis. The perspiration which stains, and especially night sweat, which is highly exhausting. Next point of our carbo animalis is great sensitiveness to open, cold, dry hair, like Hepasulf, highly sensitive to the air, cold air, Silicea, belladonna. You need to differentiate. Hepasulf is again a suppurative tendency, Silicea is again suppurative tendency, Hepa also glandular remedy, Silicea also glandular remedy. But weakness and prostration will help us to differentiate Silicea, Hepasulf. 13th key indication, there is a weak, sore, empty feeling at the pit of the stomach, especially a lady when she is feeding the baby. Whenever she feeds the baby, she feels empty sensation in the pit of the stomach. In order to get rid of that, she has to stop breastfeeding. We have to differentiate Antium crude, Cocculus, Digitalis, Helleborus, Hydrastis, Ignatia, Lacaninum, Mercurius, Murex, Naxomica, and Phosphorus in sore, empty feeling at the pit of the stomach. Carbo animalis is also indicated for varieties of skin complaints, maybe of acne, maybe of ulcers, maybe of psoriatic patches, maybe of eczema. So it is mainly indicated where copper colored lesions. This is copper colored rashes. We have other drugs for copper colored eruptions. We have alumina, we have arsenic alb, ars iode, aurum, calcareum, corallium rubrum, kali iodatum, creosotum, lycopodium, mercurius, mesotherium, acid nitricum, sorinum, and syphilinum. You can think of in the clinical conditions like psoriasis. You can think of clinical conditions like lichen planus, where provided you have everything is slow, you have everything is sluggish, with induration of the glands, with a tendency for malignancy later. Next indication, as we said, it is indicated for malignant ulcerations, especially of neck of the womb with a foul discharge. We have many drugs, malignancy of uterus with foul discharge like arsenicol, arsiode, conium, graphitis, hydrastis, creosotum is an excellent remedy for malignancy of uterus. Lachesis, lycopodium, murex, phosphorus, sepia, silesia, and thuja. Along with this malignant ulceration, there is a concomitant, there is a burning pain in the thighs. It has been described burning like a coal of fire. That makes carbo animalis is a unique one in case of CA uterus. Next keynote indication, it's also indicated for vaginitis, where watery, acrid, burning leukorrhea. You have got many drugs for leukorrhea. Here the characteristic of leukorrhea is watery, it is acrid, and there is a burning. We have remedies like alumina, we have borax, calcare carb, calcare sulf, creosotum, pulsatilla, sepia, and sulfur. Here the characteristic of this leukorrhea is mainly when person is walking, like asculus, alumina, aurum, bovista, calcare carb, graphitis, creosotum, laccaninum, magnesium ure, natrum ure, phosphorus, sarsaparilla, sepia, sulfur, tuberculinum. Like that, we have got lot of remedies. You need to differentiate based on the constitution features. Again, this leukorrhea, which stains the cloth, it turns the linen into yellow. So we have two more drugs. One is chelidonium, creosotum, and also magnesium. So watery, acrid, burning leukorrhea, especially while walking, and it stains the cloth. We'll see about carbo animalis mind. I think many times carbo animalis is thought as a remedy only in the end stage of disease. So mind is not much given important to understand the personality. Very often carbo animalis prescription has been limited to varicosities. It has been limited to ulcers which is going towards the malignancies, or it is prescription is limited to the mammary gland swellings or any glandular enlargement which is indurated and has a tendency for malignancy, whereas the mind is not given much important in many of the textbooks. Now if you understand more deeper part of carbo animalis, it is got such a beautiful mind. Very rarely we have such remedies which is very unique mind. We might have seen many drugs where the person always thinks about the unpleasant things. Something bad happened in the life, people always remember. We have got many remedies that people are always thinking about their past. People are always thinking about the bad things, disappointed, frustrations. Like for example, we have remedies for disappointed love. You have got remedy for business loss. So everyone will think about only bad part of the life. But carbo animalis person has got very unique characteristics. They always dwells on the past of good old times. They always thinks about their childhood. Oh, my childhood was very nice. My past was very good. They always think about the good things what they enjoyed in their earlier part of the life, which makes them ill. Otherwise, they are fine. They'll start thinking about the good things they had in their life. It is not that they think about the bad part of the life, they think about the good things they enjoyed in the life, now it is not there, which makes them to fall sick. You can imagine a simple person, I'll tell you, a person in the old age, okay, he might have had very pleasant childhood days, he might have had brothers, sisters, he might have had everyone. Finally, when he reached old age, no one is there. He might have been put in some ashram. Then he'll start thinking about his earlier part of the good things what he had in the life. Where comes Carbe animalis, the person in the old age which comes with sluggishness, slowness, end up in getting glandular enlargement, with a pleasant mind about thinking about the past, what he had very good things in his childhood days, very good thing in the family life. We have got two other drugs which covers this peculiar mind, dwells in the good old times, which makes him sick now. We have carcinosin and also have saccharum album. George Withelkos describes Carbe animalis in this way. There is a feeling of homesickness is particularly prominent in this remedy. In the repertory we find in the bold letters and rightly said, very characteristic about Carbe animalis is a strong emotional attachment to the family. Very strong emotional attachment to the family, which is the only place he feels secure. And he always wished to return back to his family life, which is the safest place, that is his home. Carbo animalis people, there is such a craving for childhood love of their parents. Now it is not possible, but they crave for the love what they got in their childhood of their parents. That was experienced while at home and eventually lost in the challenges of life. They return again and again, these feelings will repeat at them. And they always wants to go back to their home. They always wants to get that love of parents what they got in the earlier part, and they dwells on the good old times. We have got many drugs for homesickness, so this is the characteristic of homesickness is different from other drug has got homesickness. We have got many drugs, for example calcarea phos, you have got capsicum, you have got gelsemium, you have got ignatia, you have got phosphoric acid, you have got pulsatilla. Each one is different. Calcarea phos has got homesickness, especially about students when they are in the hostel, when they get headaches, they feel that I must go back to home. That is a desire that you see in calcarea phos, especially of school going girls. Capsicum is an excellent remedy for homesickness associated with they have got that sleeplessness, associated with that burning, which is again seen in Carbe animalis, associated with redness of cheeks. Gelsemium is again an excellent remedy for homesickness. Gelsemium homesickness mainly related to anxiety because of their nervousness. Ignatia homesickness is mainly because of their disappointment. Ignatia homesickness mainly because of their grief. Ignatia homesickness more of moody, more of hysterical onset, definitely, which will help us to prescribe Ignatia. Phosphoric acid homesickness is mainly because of hopelessness, that disease is progressing, they become apathy, they become indifferent, diabetes is progressive, and also because of grief they become homesickness. Pulsatilla, a lady, she feels homesickness because here no one is there's no company, no one is talking, she'll be fully gloomy, she's fully crying, so she wished to go back to her home where everyone is there. That's how we can differentiate homesickness of calcarea phos, capsicum, gelsemium, ignatia, phosphoric acid, pulsatilla. And don't forget, Carbo animalis homesickness is mainly based on earlier childhood days they enjoyed, and they start thinking about that. They wish to go back to that state. There comes to Carbo animalis. Some books described Carbo animalis homesickness is so acute and it's so painful when a person has got desperately wants to go back to his home where he enjoyed his all love, care, togetherness, a bondness, a family, where he thinks now and there is nothing is there. You're typically a family bonded person like Kalikab. Clark's dictionary compares calcarea phos and carbo animalis, which comes very closely. I have said in the beginning, carbo animalis also content calcarea phos. Both are remedy for homesickness. Both the remedies have induration and suppurations. Whereas in carbo-vegetabilis doesn't have the induration which carbo-animalis has. He also compares cocculus has got the same weakness at the level of mind which is there in carbo-animalis also. But the point of difference between cocculus and carbo-animalis, cocculus is a person who's always busy in taking care of others. A cocculus lady may be taking care of old aged her father or her mother. A cocculus mother may be taking care of her child who is not well. Cocculus is always serving for the others. Then there is a person who feels weakness, sleeplessness. That's how you can differentiate cocculus and carbo-animalis at the level of mind. Some of the rubrics where carbo-animalis is covered, you can see mind delusion, as everything is changed, where carbo-animalis is there. Mind, where the person has a tendency for whistling involuntarily. So he used to enjoy the whole day, old days of his life, and he start whistling with happiness. Mind dwells happy moments, dwells on the past, which is especially of happy moments. Mind weeping while eating. Mind cheerful, alternating with sadness. Mind remorse. Mind delusion, hearing tone, world as from the another. These are the some rubrics where carbo-animalis is covered. In addition to dwells on the good old things, in addition to homesickness, carbo-animalis also has got some other mental states. Person will be weeps while eating. He avoids conversation. There is a sadness in the morning. There is a aversion to company. He is very much afraid of dark. He get aggravated while closing the eyes. There is a marked anxiety. There is a marked confusion and dullness. He is so confused he doesn't know from where the sound is heard. He get anger from former vexations. This is how some of the mental states of carbo-animalis. We'll see some of the clinical indication of carbo-animalis. First we'll see headache. Headache of carbo-animalis. Headache in carbo-animalis mainly of old-aged individual. Headache mainly because of vexation, thinking about some of the good old things, some of the good memories, and thinking about the good things and start getting headache. Ailment from homesickness, ailment from exhausting discharges, ailment from vexation. These are the most commonest causes of carbo-animalis headache. Regarding the location, headache is mainly at the frontal area with a peculiar sensation as if a tornado is in the head. The person feels that something is there inside the head, something is going to come out from the head like a tornado, as if head is going to burst out and to blow into pieces. Person has to sit up at night and hold the head together like syphilinum, otherwise head will going to burst out. That kind of sensation. Person has to sit and hold the head. There's a sudden rush of blood to the head with marked confusion. There is also sensation as if something is laid above the eyes so that she could not look up. Something heaviness is there in the eyes. Headache accompanied by bluish discoloration of the cheeks and lips. Headache also associated with vertigo followed by a nosebleed. Nose is swollen. There is a small tumor on the tip of the nose. Headache also associated with a kind of confusion. Person cannot tell that which direction the sound is coming. There will be a yellow brown saddle over the bridge of the nose like sepia. This is how about the carbo-animalis headache with a sensation as if something is bursting out. Person has to hold the head with the hand like bryonia. Another clinical aspect of Carbo animalis is in the management of female complaints. So Carbo animalis is mainly adapted to the females, especially in the old age, females who are very slow, females who are very sluggish, females who are indolent, females who have got varicose veins, females who have got a glandular enlargement which remained stagnant for months and years together, females who had got profuse offensive sweat, such females who are very debilitated, who are very weak, especially at the time of menses. She is so weak that she can hardly speak a few words. For such females, Carbo animalis is indicated. Regarding the menses, it's too early, too frequent, and too long lasting, followed by a great weakness. She can't even speak a single word, which is very similar to cocculus. Menstrual flow only in the morning, like borax and sepia. Clinically, it is indicated for carcinoma of the cervix with burning in the vagina and labia. It's also indicated nausea happening during the time of pregnancy, especially at night. And we all know the discharges of Carbo animalis is highly offensive. Maybe the menses, maybe the leukorrhea, maybe the lochia. Lochia is again offensive like creosotum, sickle core. And again the leukorrhea which stains the linen yellow and is very difficult to wash like magnesium. There is a severe darting type of pain at the mammary gland which is highly painful with induration of the breast, especially of the right sided, and this induration is slowly progressing with a tendency for fistula formation, with a tendency for ulceration, with a tendency for malignancy. It's also indicated for the females, especially while nursing. Whenever she feeds the baby, she'll feel a acute empty feeling at the pit of the stomach. In order to stop that feeling, she has to withdraw feeding. Otherwise, that empty feeling is persisting. Clinically, it is indicated for CA breast, it is indicated for CA cervix, it is indicated for CA uterus, with a severe burning like pain, like as if it has been described as if a coal of fire is burning inside the uterus, which radiating to the thighs. Regarding the glandular complaints of Carbo animalis, it is indicated especially glandular complaints of individuals who have got venous constitutions, individuals who are very sluggish, especially glands of the neck, axilla, groins, and mammary gland. The glands are very hard, indurated, swollen, and painful. The pains described as though lancinating, cutting, burning like a coals of fire. There is a rawness and fissure, and there is a moisture oozing from the glands. We have to compare conium, Merca iridatus. Clinically, it is indicated for carcinoma of the breast, carcinoma of the cervix, or any malignant ulcers with marked weakness, marked offensiveness, very sluggish slowness, and dilated veins. That makes us to differentiate Carbo animalis from conium. We can differentiate it from Phytoleca. We can differentiate it from Asteria rubens. Regarding the relationship of remedies, Carbo animalis has been antidoted by arsenical and camphor, Naxomica, vinegar. Carbo animalis antidotes the effect of quinine. Calcarea phos is a complementary remedy to Carbo animalis. And very interestingly, Carbo veg is an inimical to Carbo animalis. This slide is a summary of Carbo animalis. We can summarize. You can see in the center we have the organ affection, that is the glands, veins, females, joints, skin. These are the areas where Carbo animal has got maximum affinity. whether it is a glands, veins, female reproductive organs, joints, or skins. It has a tendency for slowness, sluggishness, leading to everything slow. So there is a passive inflammations, which leading to induration, which leading to ulceration, which finally end up in getting malignancy. And it also has a tendency for sprains and dislocations. This is how the graphic representation of Carboinimalis. It has a tendency for weakness and debility, leading to offensive discharges, maybe of menses, or maybe of sweat, maybe of leukorrhea. This is how the functional aspect of Carboinimalis. On the left side, you can see a more of scrofulous tendency, venous constitutions. For them, it is adapted. And complaints are very insidious onset, slow onset. And key indication for homesickness, headache, carcinoma of uterus, carcinoma of breast, varicose veins, indolent ulcers, copper colored skin eruptions. For them, all this clinical condition, Carboinimalis is indicated. Here comes the Carboinimalis, especially for students for memorizing whatever things studied. C stands for cyanosis, C stands for calcareous in relation, C stands for confusion of hearing sound. Person doesn't know from which side the sound is coming. A stands for animal charcoal, R stands for remorse, B stands for blue skin, O stands for ox leather, that is a source. O also stands for old persons, offensive discharges. A stands for ankles turn easily. N stands for nodosities of the breast, which are hard, painful. N also stands for night sweats. I stands for indolent ulcers. I for induration of the glands. M for malignancy tendency of the mammary gland or the cervix or the uterus. M stands for menses with weakness. A stands for acne, which leaves behind a scar formation. L stands for leukorrhea, which stains yellow. L also stands for low vitality. I stands for inflammatory process, which is very passive. S for sluggish. S for spraining easily. S for stitching type of pain after pleurisy. S for shaving aggravation. This is in short about Carboinimalis based on the alphabet.